Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. Now today I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the Xiaomi 11 Lite 5G NE that was just launched a couple of days by Xiaomi. Now bear in mind that I've been using this device here for close to 2 weeks now, and I find that it has a very unique proposition to this device here for a very specific unique audience. Now before I begin this video, I just want to show you the device very quickly because it looks really beautiful over here. This is the Mi 11 Lite 5G NE, and if you dial back the time to about 3 to 4 months ago, you will remember that Xiaomi actually launched the Mi 11 Lite. Now bear in mind that this device here is a little bit newer in the sense that it comes with support for 5G right now, and also it comes with a brand new processor in this guy right here. Now, why did I mention that this device is made for a unique set of audience? The reason for this is I find that this device is positioned as a mid-ranger, but it is slightly more expensive than the mid-range devices being launched by Xiaomi. So on one hand, we have the budget flagship killers, and we also have budget phones and all that. But if you are looking for something that is not the most powerful in terms of processor, and also you do not want the budget phones because you think those are just not good, but you want something in the middle that feels good, something that feels premium, well, this is where the Mi 11 Lite 5G NE will come in. Now, in terms of pricing, obviously Xiaomi hasn't launched the pricing here in Malaysia yet, but based on the Mi 11 Lite, it was about RM1199 when it was launched a couple of months back. So we can expect this to be a little bit more expensive, perhaps at maybe RM1299. Again, we have to wait for the official pricing for Xiaomi to actually tell how much this device will cost. Now again, like I mentioned, this is a mid-ranger, so let's take a look at what is it offering here. First up, let's talk a little bit about the design. We have this design here in the snowflake white, and this is a brand new color from Xiaomi. If you take a look at the back here, it is a very interesting looking device, and in my opinion, it does look better than a lot of Xiaomi devices that was just launched recently. This is a very nice back here. Not only is it understated, it's not as flashy as well, but it has a very smooth matte back on the back itself, and it feels great, guys. Now, another thing that I do have to point out as well, this is actually a quite lightweight device. I think it's only approximately 160 grams. And in terms of the thinness, guys, it is also a very slim device here at approximately 6 or 7 millimeters. Now, the actual figures will be down below. You can see it on your screens. But overall, my feeling with this device is that it is a very compact, lightweight, slim device that feels great, is built great as well. It feels awesome, guys. Now, let's talk a little bit about the display at the front here. We do get a 6.55-inch AMOLED display, and bear in mind this is 1080p and it has a refresh rate of 90 Hz. What this means is that the colors are very saturated, we have great contrast levels. In fact, it is a 10-bit display that can show up to 1 billion different colors. So very saturated on this device right here. I love the display, guys. It is one of the best displays in terms of quality of colors coming out from Xiaomi. The only thing I wished it came with was a 120 Hz refresh rate, but 90 Hz is acceptable at this price point. Now, one thing I do need to highlight about this display as well here is that it is slightly smaller than your 6.67-inch average kind of displays right now, but fits perfectly well in my hand. Right now, let's move on to the next point and talk about the processor in this guy. Now, like I mentioned earlier on, people who buy this phone, they will not be looking for the most powerful processor, but they don't want the worst as well. So here we have the brand new Snapdragon 778, which is actually a very decent processor. In fact, it is one of the best mid-range processor that you can get today. Not only is performance top par, it is very strong, and even if you play a lot of games, you can actually run games very smoothly on this device at ultra graphics. Again, let me reiterate to you that if you are a super strong gamer, you will not be looking at device right here. You'll be looking at other devices. But if you are like myself, you play a decent amount of games, you do a lot of social media, you multitask a lot, then this device here will actually suit you. Now bear in mind that this device also supports up to a maximum of 8 GB of RAM, and in terms of memory, it goes all the way up to 256 GB of internal memory. Now in terms of RAM, again, this is not the fastest, it's only UFS 2.2, but if you are not going to be transferring files to and from the device, you don't have like a ton of photos to scroll through, it is actually quite well. It works very nicely here and it's very smooth, and overall I did not have any feeling of lag whatsoever in this Mi 11 Lite 5G NE. Now another thing I want to mention about here as well is the haptics engine on this guy. This Mi 11 Lite 5G NE here actually came with a very decent set of haptics engine. So I'm not sure if it's the X or Z axis but the vibrations that I'm getting on this device right here is actually the short and crisp kind of vibrations, and it just boosts the entire feeling throughout the entire user experience, guys. This is a very nice haptics engine here. Now, very quickly, let's talk a little bit about the cameras at the back here, because we do have a decent set of cameras. Xiaomi has not forgotten about you. Even in mid-range devices like this, we're getting a very decent set of cameras here. In terms of numbers, we have a 64 megapixel main, an 8 megapixel ultra wide, and a 5 megapixel tele macro lens. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about how it performs in the day and night, but instead, let me show you how these photos actually turn out, because honestly speaking, again, I was quite impressed with the photos coming out from the Mi 11 Lite and E 5G. Now, bear in mind that photos in the day and night are both really good here. So just take a look at these photos for yourself and let me know what you guys think. Definitely, I think that picture speaks louder than words. So just based on these photos, let me know, guys, do you think the Mi 11 Lite NE 5G is doing a good job here? I'd love to hear from you guys. Alright, now let's talk a little bit about the battery in the Mi 11 Lite 5G NE. So this device here, although it's very lightweight and very slim, but it still carries a 4250 mAh battery that, honestly speaking, in my personal use, I found it enough for at least 1 day of use on a single charge. Well, in case you find it insufficient, there is always the 33-watt charger that came in a box here that's able to charge up this device fairly quickly. So never worry about juice, it's definitely enough, but you have fast charge to help you out when you need them. So that's just in terms of the battery. Last but not least, it also supports dual speakers here, which is actually quite loud. Obviously, I did hope it came with something like the Redmi 10 that comes with 2 physical dual speakers, but the dual speakers here, the stereo speakers on this device here actually sounded pretty good, so I don't have much to complain there. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much what I want to share with the Mi 11 Lite 5G NE right here. Overall, like I said, I'm very happy with the performance of this device. It is a very good mid-range device for you to recommend, for myself to recommend to my friends here after using it for 2 weeks. Again, I would like to highlight that this device here is not meant for those who are power hungry. It's not meant for those gaming diehards. It's also not for those who are on a budget looking for the most value for their money here. It is a very decent mid-spec device here that comes with excellent build quality, a very good design, and that lightweight, compact feel. Alright guys, let me know what you think about the Mi 11 Lite 5G NE. Is this something that you might consider? I definitely like this device a lot, but if you like this video, don't forget to give the video a like, sub to the channel. That would be really awesome, and I'll see all of you guys in the next one. Bye!